morning. Good morning. What's going on? Happy Friday, everybody. What's going on here? Welcome to the Barbarian Bar. As I used to always say, I don't know where I went away with that, but good news is I found my coffee cup. It was right where I put it, when you put something down and then you walk away. I had to go do a couple things down here, and then I walked upstairs and I don't know where the heck I put my dang coffee. But if you know, you know. What's going on, everybody? What's going on in the chat here? Rocking and rolling already. Who is first here? Six String Beard EDC. Good morning. Happy Friday. Yo, tuning in at work. Happy Friday, everyone. Happy Friday. Cheers to you. Here's a hot cup of coffee. I did top it off while I was up there. Why not? Sip and flip. Sip and flip. Man, it's been a crazy week for me and weekend. So I went to work, left half the day on Friday, and loaded up the camper and, headed out and got things rocking and rolling for the campground, right? Well, life wasn't really a campground. It was the woods and my parents' family out at the farm. Anyways, kids came out, friends and family came out. Lots of fun things. I don't know if anybody else likes to camp, but I sure do. And a lot of cool things. I didn't get any photos hardly done. I didn't get any videos made. I was really slacking. I'll be honest with you. Unfortunately, that was the bad part. The good part is I got to test out a ton of cool things, play with some knives that maybe I haven't used quite a bit. I carry some backpack hiking in a little bit, and really just kind of got to use my shit. Let's just say that. Just got to use my stuff. You know what I'm saying? And then I went to work on Tuesday. I had surprisingly had a Monday off, but then which was awesome. And then had Tuesday, and then went back off work. And yesterday and the day before, we went to a concert. Got to see a really cool band. I've never heard of them. Lakeview. They're kind of like a cross between heavy metal, like screamo, and country, which was right down my alley. It's like they get every genre. They were the opener of the opener. They opened up for Wage War, which they were the screamer band. Brady, I think I saw you in the chat, of course. I texted him. I said, "Hey, you ever heard of this band?" And of course, he says he knows them. And I had a bone to pick with you, ask you, because I read a little bit about them. I found they're from Florida, and I know you go fishing down there. I was wondering if that's maybe where you saw them in the first place. But they opened for Stain, who I'm a huge Aaron Lewis fan. I enjoy his music, and I'll be honest with you, I think I'm more of an Aaron Lewis fan than I am a Stain, and I really like Stain. I like that heavy music, but also when you hear, Aaron Lewis, you guys probably don't like it, but Country Boy, I like that stuff. I like country music, and that was pretty cool. So they also then opened for my wife's favorite band, who is Breaking Benjamin, which she's the concert goer. I'm not so into going to concerts. I mean, I like them, but I would much rather be out in the pasture, listening to the music or something like that. I don't like to be around a lot of people. People scare me. Let's just put it that way. Marco, what's going on? Happy Friday. There you are, Brady. So Brady, I'm curious. Let me take a peep at what you posted in the Instagrams. Let me just see here. Oh, no kidding. All right, let me see. How do I share this? Copy this here. Yeah, it was. They were fun though. They were cool. They were cool to listen to. And like I said, I am so in between when it comes to music. I like country. I like classic rock. I like, lots of cool stuff. Yeah, there he is. Is this him with short hair? Because he had long hair last night. There he is. How do I, somebody shared this. Let me do here, present. And let's do a share screen. And this one right here. So this proves that I text Brady the right band, because there they are, right? Wait a second here. This is Lakeview. Wait. Oh my God. Oh, okay. Hold on. Time out. Rub my eyes a little bit. I was thinking this was the other guy. Okay. So you've taken pictures of Lakeview. I just learned about them. My wife said they got together because they met from a mutual breakup, from my understanding. Dude, that is cool. They were fun. Like, they were cool. They were like a good in between of like I said, like screamo. Like, I think this guy, he does that, and the other guy does. He sounds a little bit like Morgan Wallen. That is sweet. Yeah, that is beautiful shots, by the way. Awesome photos. They were fun. I'll be honest with you. I personally liked Lakeview and Stain the most out of the entire concert. They were my favorite. Oh, here's me talking about my coffee. Late to my own party. I was late. I was only like, what, a couple minutes late. I mean, I had to have the coffee cup. I mean, if I don't have the coffee cup, it's like, what am I doing here? You know, I'm drained. Thank you for letting me slide this one time. Appreciate it. Marco saying, let's go. Oh, there he is. What's going on? High Tide, where you been, my friend? Where have you been? I feel like I haven't seen you in a while. Putting up the shaka and the axe. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. Oh, you need the data shirt. When this describes me around a lot of people. I hate it here. I just can't be around a lot of people, but it was fun. I really enjoyed it. My wife knows me well enough where I don't know if it's like I just can't be in one spot the whole time. I couldn't be in the mosh pit because I'm old and injured. I'm an old injured guy. So we didn't do the mosh pit. We got sweet seats. We were like right in front of where the mosh pit is, front row in seats because I'm old. I got to sit down and then I got to get up and sit down. So we got front row right on the aisle. So I could get up and go take a leak. My thing is going to the bathroom. If you've ever been to those places, they're just full of people. And I just, you try to go to the bathroom and you're budging yourself in line. So she got me a nice aisle seat. Yeah, she knows me well. So that is the link. That is cool, dude. That is super cool. What's this one? What's the other link you sent me? Is this one the Wage War? Because I feel like you've been to Wage War. What is this one that you sent me here? This is Omaha in the spring. I mean, I can certainly share this. Let me copy here. Did you guys all have a good weekend? I mean, I feel like it was kind of a weekend for me because, like I said, I've only worked one day. I got to work today. But man, camping was fun. I got some things I'm going to show and talk about, show and tell. Where is this? This is. Did you just post this? No, you didn't. The 56 weeks ago. Where is this? This is Omaha. This is some great shots, dude. I really need to get out and like start posting some good photos. You guys haven't seen Brady's photography page, you definitely need to check it out. Not only does he do EDC photos, but he's got a whole nother page, and I'm surprised he's actually letting us sneak peek them, guys. These are Brady's, he does a photography, not just EDC stuff, which is really cool. Oh, there we go. What's this? Is this them again? No. How many concerts do you go to, Brady? You are a good person to talk to when he goes to concerts. You do a lot of concerts. Is that correct? Is that right? Unlike me, my wife drags me to them, and I hate to say it, but like I said, it's be around a lot of people. Hey, Blessed Nights, what's going on? Good morning, good morning, good morning. They both originals from hardcore to metal bands, hardcore and metal. So they originated to be hardcore is what you're saying, but I don't think they're metal. They're like, oh no, well, I mean, Wage War, yes, but they had some slow stuff. But when I think about like Stain was like heavy metal, like the whatever you want to say, and then he had some stuff. He did acoustic stuff, but man, they were good. I don't know, but that Lakeview though, I don't know, guys. They were good. They were good music. I wish if I wouldn't get demonetized, I'd definitely do it. Hey, what's going on, Slade Smith? Good morning, Kathleen Smith in the house. Good morning to you. Oh, I didn't mean to send that second. I was wondering. I was like, I'm trying to think of what one this one goes. That was the building. I was like, which one does this have to do as far as what we're talking about? But it was good to look at your photography. I'm all about that. It was supposed to be a real. Oh, well, I could probably find it based off that one. You think? But if I go, no. Will I get demonetized if I play the video? You used to, but now it's occasional because is it because of kids? I mean, once you have kids, it's like, how many concerts can you go to? Because I'll tell you what, oh my God. So we went to the concert on Wednesday, and it wasn't like Wednesday night, even though it was late at night. It was more like Wednesday evening. The concert started at like 5, so of course we had to be there at 3. Yeah, don't ask. So we got to see all the concerts, which I like I said, I'm glad we did because, like I said, seeing Lakeview was really cool. And then we didn't get home till past midnight. Now I'm tired at this point, And we went to the zoo the next day, which I got some things to talk about. Going to a concert versus going to a zoo. What threw me off about going to a concert is my wife brings in a sling bag one year, and they said she couldn't carry it. And this sling was like just barely under their like 9 point whatever size regulations. And then this year she brings like this like giant bag. It was like clear, but they're like, they didn't care. I obviously didn't bring a knife, which made me feel naked. Didn't have my knife on me. Well, that was weird. But I went to the zoo and I did carry a knife. I carried, check out this one. This is the Pyrite, the CJRB Pyrite, the glow in the dark one. I just dropped the video on it. It was a really quick video, so I sorry guys. It wasn't like super flashy video, and I apologize. I'm so far behind on stuff, and I've been rocking this one. I've got this one in a satin. This is the AR RPM blade steel. Glows in the dark, which is really cool. So, funny story, I was carrying this before I went to the concert, and then when I got out of the concert, it was in the center console, and I forgot that it glowed in the dark. I was like, what is that in your center console? Oh, it's my knife. So this is that button lock, or I like to call it kind of a plunge lock, the way it works. It's because they got the top liner lock, which I call like a compression lock with a button. But that was what I was going to carry, and I was going to carry the Zon. They're not very big. I feel like you'd like. See, I'm okay with like not going to the really big concerts. Hey, what's going on? What's going on? What's up? Good morning, guys. Tell me what's in your pocket. What do you got in the pocket? What are you carrying today here? Let's see here. A Savage Corner says, "Good morning. This no caffeine weight loss journey is going to kill me." Oh well. Congratulations on going on a weight loss journey. Condolences on not having coffee. Because I will tell you though, I don't know how that works, because I will be honest with you, with coffee. So obviously I used to be a bodybuilder. I didn't really do a lot of caffeinated stuff. I did some pre-workouts but after a while, but I will tell you though, if you want to have a good workout, this is going to sound crazy, but coffee and working out, it gives you that energy, and there's something on the coffee beans that gives you a great pump. I don't know, I'm just saying. Speaking of Chavez, so Brady's carrying the Chavez Stonewash Integral. Chavez just pushed a little surprise on us. Anybody going to Blade Show will be able to see this, and I am quite jealous. I'm going to pull it up here because I wish I could be one of the first ones to check it out. Let me show you guys. You guys will be either you're going to be really happy about this, or you're going to be like, ooh. So let's just see. What do you guys think? Smash or pass for the little sneak peek that Chavez just posted. I'm here for it. I mean, I love me a frame lock, with an M, not a frame lock. But check this out. I don't know what they're going to call it. They're going to call it a crossbar. They're going to call it a axis, or what's Ozark? What do they call it? It's something sexual, I think. But I'm down for it. I'm digging it. We've been seeing this, remember, but we don't see a lot of it coming out of Riyadh. At least I haven't seen a whole lot of the crossbar lock coming out from Riyadh. Brady said he would smash that. I'm not. I would just wish it wasn't red. I know if Chris was here, he would disagree. He would love that red. I would like to see some other colors. Down 75 pounds, cold showers, and tall glass of water gives me a fantastic energy. Hey, absolutely cool with that. Cold showers, I mean, that'll wake anybody up. Yeah. Congrats, though. Keep it going. 75 pounds. Wow. Congrats on that. Absolutely. Six String Beard says dopeness on the like I said, are we calling a crossbar? Chavez just says just a tease what we'll have at Blade Show. They're not telling us anything more about it, but I'm here for it. I think it's pretty cool. I've been waiting. I wish more people would, just because I really kind of like the axis or crossbar lock. To me, it's kind of a very ambidextrous. It's very easy to use. If you've done it once, it's almost easier than the little button lock that I've got here from CJRB. So I'm here for it. The only problem I have with these types of laxes. There's a spring in there. If we've ever seen the Omega spring from Benchmades, we hear that they break, they rust, and that's just something that worries me a little bit, because if you're out like bushcrafting and camping, whatever you're doing, you're getting it wet, you're getting it dirty, you can't keep it clean. That's my only gripe I think I have about a crossbar, axis lock, however you guys want to call it. That's the only downside I think that I see with it. Looks like here, oh shit, a crossbar Redemption. Excited for this. Ambi, please. Well, it is Ambi because it's gonna be see some of these comments here. Oh my fire! It seems like a lot of people are here for it. Make it available online for people that can attend. Well, it's gonna be available. Whoever this comment says, it's gonna be available. We just know that that's the first people that are out for it. Oh, Brady already likes it. He's out. Okay. Brady gets a comment back from Chavez. Even better. Brady, how do you rate? I think I commented on that. I didn't get no comment back from them. Oh, I did. Hold on. They did. Yes. But I'm here for it. I think it's pretty cool. Chavez has got some cool stuff. If you know me, you know that Chavez has always been my grail. So congrats to Chavez for doing something new and different that you haven't done in a while. What did I post today here that I was going to show? Let's just take a quick peek here. It's my live. I can show off my own stuff, can't I? Oh yeah, the Melissa Backwoods knife got dropped yesterday. The non-blade show one, the one that I've got here. If you guys can get your hands on that, that one was pretty cool. What else here? Oh, here's my carry from today. Or actually, it was kind of my carry for the week as well. Since I haven't been home much, this was my carry today here. I'll show it off a little bit as well. Let's see. Your Savage says here, I have the Civivi Yonder Swiss Tinker, the Olight Mini Fisher Space Pen, a Tree of Live Zippo, and a Beer Bomb mouse in a Alpaca Pro Pouch wallet. Very cool. Okay. I like that carry. I will. I'll show off my little carry that I've got today here. Let me throw this away here. Make this bigger. Drop this down here. So the neck knife, of course, I'm going to the DP one with the Rovivon flashlight. And remember, this is the A8. Yep, it is. I'm a fan of it. The DP1, the decal. I'm a fan of it. It just works. I kind of missed it all week. I haven't been carrying it because, well, I've been at the zoo and really have been carrying a pouch. Because I've been gone for, most of the week, carry kind of a unique carry. So I've got my Data Crew Snack Time Sling, and I actually mostly use this, honestly, as a grab bag for the week. I had a toothbrush, kind of the essentials you need when you're not from home. You don't have your own bathroom. So honestly, that had a lot of this stuff in here. And then, of course, I'm going to sneak this. So just so you guys know, these aren't available yet, but they will be. And I showed them last week, but here is the new Data Crew. I think we're going to call it the large fry here in the chat today. So if you guys got any questions, that's what I'm going to call it. I don't think it's official. Maybe it is. I can't say too much. But, of course, you got to have the Barbarian Reaper on there. Of course, the everyday carry. These are cool. So, of course, you got a zipper up here. Love that. And then, of course, on the other side with a splitting wall, whatever we call it, another zipper there. I think these are cool. They're very good for versatile. I actually didn't use it much as a wallet. Or sorry, I did use my other one as a wallet. So I have another one. I had the prototype without the grommet. I did put this on there because I can just clip this on the outside of my pouch or my sling. So I've got the SOG power pint as I drop it. Man, I'm clumsy this morning. It's too early for me. I got my SOG power pint. Fits very well up here. And then, of course, I've got a bit driver and extender. Let me get that extender out here. I've got the extender, and then it's a bit driver. This is from Galvanox. Works great with the SOG power pint because I'm sure you guys know this. And of course, I've shown off my own videos. Pinch that right in there. There you go. I love that idea of the power pint. To me, it's just extra, little extra gimme. Normally, I do keep a pen, but this fits perfectly there. And then on the other side, I've got the Galvanox double-sided bits. So I got all the bits with me. This is kind of my my grab go-to. We've got everything I need here. And Brady, those will work with your power pint because I know that's the only multi-tool you carry. Calling you out right now. But that was the kind of the main pouch. The other one had my cash in there. I can carry it in the back pocket. And then when I wasn't carrying this, like I said, I was kind of like all over the place. Most of the time, though, I was going to carry this. That was the plan for the zoo, because obviously I couldn't have this in the arena at the concert. I carried this. This is just my Data Crew pouch, and I got the strap from Data Crew. If you haven't seen these are very new. But I strapped it on here, and basically for I don't lose it, or if I was just carrying the sling. But I also use this strap as a belt. So I would carry this little pouch. Let's take it off here and show you what I would do. I do have my money one. This is my money one. This is the one I wore in the back pocket. I don't carry cash in my wallet because my wallet is actually my phone right there. So I'd actually carry my cash and my coins in this. This is the prototype without the grommet. Kind of boring. Gotta have the grommet. Love the lanyards. But anyways, this is the pouch that I carried. And I carried on this strap here. Let's see if I can show you guys. And this, I would actually put around my waist as a fanny pack, however you want to call it. But it's a perfect size. This is what I love about this strap. I can carry this right around the waist, have that on the hip. If I want the back, the front, then I can carry some of my things I don't want in the pocket in here. With the kids, so I could have Band-Aids, my first aid kit stuff. Kind of a cool little idea. Love it. All you gotta do is feed it through the little pass through right here on the What a Junior. Super cool. I dig it though. But that was kind of like my main pouches for the weekend, because like I said, it's been a crazy week. You lost your power pint? Oh no. I don't have any multi-tool. You have a Shields over there in your area? If you do, definitely check them out, because I know that they had them on sale for quite a while. Hey John, what's going on? Greetings from Poland. Hey, your package is on my table, and I apologize, but I have your package, and I apologize that it's not sent out yet. A little hard to send something to Poland right now for some weird reason. At least my post office gave me a little bit of grief, so I'm gonna try doing it a different way. But I have your package, don't worry. Yeah, so check out Shields. That's where I got my black one, and it came with an extra knife, which I don't have anymore. But it was like $35. I don't know. Maybe my Shields messed up. I don't know. But that was like I said, those are the pouches I carried. And then over today, since I'm back home, I'm going to be carrying this CJRB here, the little button lock, the Pyrite, the glow in the dark. Then of course my multi-tool is going to be the Leatherman Arc. I love it. Brady, you know what? I'm going to tell you, Brady, it's summer. It's time for you to get a big boy multi-tool. You should get a big boy Leatherman. Just saying, Brady. Just saying. You don't have to spend the $275 on the Leatherman Arc Obsidian or whatever the other one is. Get yourself a big boy. Maybe get the what is it? Not the Rev. That one's the new one, like that one. But step it up. Maybe now that you don't have one at all, I just don't want to pay the money. Yeah, I don't blame you. This whole weekend though, camping, this has been like my go-to knife this whole weekend. This is the TCal Combatant, and you can hardly, I guess you can kind of tell I used it, but this was been like, oh, I love this thing. I put this in my bibs. I wore my bibs like all weekend. Put that in there, and the what do you call it, the little pocket down on the bottom. Oh man, this is like it's such a good size fixed blade. My Carta and mine is patina. Oh, the patina. This used to be a lot lighter than the lanyard that's on there. Man, this is such a, I don't know, just such a good one. I think I'm going to have a hard time. I think there might be a Raider from T-Tail coming to my mailbox that I'll have to see what the difference is. But man, I really do like this one. And I also carried, this was kind of like, Brady, you'll be proud of me. This was like my food prep. I didn't really cut anything else with it because what I did use to cut things was, let me grab the bag here. Oh, I just missed a couple chats here. Hey, what's going on? Good morning. Good morning. Happy Friday to you. Six String says, carrying for the workday, a Bulker, is it Keon? A crossbar lock version, the Kaiser drop bear, good one. Fixed blade. Ooh, Olight i5R. Open Binny, nice one. Okay. Brass Rocktall Gen, the Gen R. I don't have my Gen R on me. I gifted it to my dad, but here's my Rocktall. And a Burlap Hank from Skulls and Heights. Oh, very cool. Okay. Nice carry, nice square. Savage Corner says, I am over here swinging open my PowerPoint, trying to break it in because, you just took it out of the box. That is one thing that is cool about the PowerPoint. You can just, once it breaks in, it's so easy. It's like, it's almost as fun to use as a Leatherman Arc. Just saying. Been carrying the pickled steel Typhoon, or is it Typhoon or Typhon? I'm pronouncing it Typhon. I've been looking that up. That was cool. You've been carrying that one for a while. Good on you. I have a hard time. That's a nice one. You like the fixed blade? The fixed blade. I'm telling you guys, TKL is like they're one of my new favorite ones. I don't know. So you'll like this next one then. So, of course, I said I was camping last weekend, and here's my bag. I got to have a Woobin on me. Got to have a flashlight. I had my Zippo lighter right here. Then, of course, it's got a water bottle on this side. This is the new bag that I'm just checking out here. And on this side, I won't go through the full details. I got my Bushman from TKL. I hung a pair of gloves here because honestly, they get muddy and stuff, so I don't want to put them inside. Because on the inside, there's this perfect spot to put a iPad, which I meant to have my iPad on there. I did, and I took it out because I was actually going in the woods. I was a little nervous. Got a first aid kit that I built out, and the rest of it's cleared out. And then this is a new one. This is an American company. This is from Sunshine Safety. It's a first aid kit here. If you guys are into these, you want me to open up my first aid kit, put it in the chat. I'll kind of go through those a little bit more if you do want to. But check out the Sunshine Safety. They got tourniquets and stuff. Like I said, support the USA-made companies, of course. This is a really nice bag. I don't know if you guys can see it, but here's the opening for the. You could probably put a small. Maybe you could just put a small laptop in there. And then you got some Molly webbing here. Maybe not really Molly because it's a lot bigger. Got a zipper up here, and then two little pouches there. And then on the inside of each here, I carried I had like my card reader for the weekend. I don't know what I had on this side. There might be still something in there. Oh no, I had something else in there. I can't remember. And I did put my camera on the bottom of this as well. I've got a little like blow up thing that I put in there. It's not made for a camera bag. My camera is luckily small enough. But then they got a zipper here, which has got a bunch of inside pockets. I'll do a whole review on this eventually. And then, of course, up here, this one's like a soft inside one. Nice and nice to kind of put my little extra stuff. I don't know how to explain it, but like the stuff that like you want to grab, but they're like small. I put my sunglasses up there at nighttime. My favorite spot here, I didn't use it this weekend that way. Oops, it's on this side. Super, super cool pocket right here. Little hidden one. This one's very soft. If you carry, you can put your pew-pew in there. Very soft also, but it's very padded, so you hardly know what's there. I have carried it, but I didn't carry it over the weekend because, well, I'm camping. I can just put that on the hip. But anyways, nice padding here. This is cool. This is from Roaring Fire. I'll do a little like that. I'll be doing more on this bag later on, but I want to kind of check it out here. But what I really wanted to show you guys was the Bushman. This was my favorite knife this weekend. Dude, That wasn't good. Dropped it right on the keyboard. So this is the Bushman from TCal. Super. Let me come on, focus. There we go. This one took. I don't know how to explain it, but it almost took my buddy's finger off. He was doing some fancy tricks, trying to like wing it around, and I told him I want your full honest opinion. I said like, tell me what you think of it. Tell me like what your thoughts are, and he fell in love with it. Let me compare it to the my. This is kind of more of an EDC size, but here's the Combatant versus the Bushman, so you can kind of see size wise. Obviously, much larger in size. So obviously, it's not going to be super easy to carry. Although I did see one of the guys from TCal, he put this in his pocket. But this is a perfect size for like getting the work done around the fire pit, maybe getting some wood done. Obviously, it's got to be orange. You know me, got to be orange. Plus, in the woods. Did I show you guys the picture of that? I'm not going to brag, but I was really happy the picture I took of it, and I'm gonna show it anyways. It's my life. But yeah, here is the pictures I took. I took quite a few of them, but I was enjoying it out in the woods, and that orange, it just popped. It just popped. But yeah, there's it with the roaring fire bag I just showed you guys. Super cool knife. That was my camp knife for the most part. I didn't use it for food at all, although I know. Well, mainly the reason I didn't use it. Let me jump back. I was kind of telling the story. My buddy was winging around, trying to do some fancy tricks, and I don't know what he did, but he ended up like cutting his finger. It was not just like a little cut. It was like I wish I would have took a picture because it was gushing, and I made a huge mistake. I'm trying to look for it right now, but I had my first aid kit. No big deal. I mean, I'm exaggerating when I said he almost cut his finger out. I'm totally exaggerating, but it cut it pretty good. And I didn't have one of the Be Less Dumb Band-Aids on me, and that's my biggest mistake of the whole entire weekend. Is I wish I would have given him the Be Less Dumb Band-Aid. Let me grab one. So these are the Band-Aids that TCal brings to the table of the EDC community. We know that we love when they put a Band-Aid in there, but the Be Less Dumb Band-Aid, I so wish I would have had one. It would have been the perfect opportunity. But yeah, that's also why I didn't want to food prep with this, because he sliced it. And there's a rule. I probably should just give this to him because it cut him, it bit him. So technically, isn't this knife his? I feel like I have to gift this knife to him, and I feel bad. But he's got a birthday coming up, and I wish I could keep it, but let me tell you guys this. He kind of complained about it. Remember I said I was telling him I really want him to tell me what his thoughts and tell me what he really thought of this knife? He told me that he liked everything about it. They said the G10 might be a little hard on his hands because he doesn't wear gloves. He's a farmer. And it was weird to hear him admit this, but he said the G10 was too grippy, where he thinks he wanted something more soft. So I'm going to let him borrow my my knife with my Carta, because he said these would be too grippy, and this is just G10. I mean, there's hardly any. There's a little texture in there, but he told me it was too grippy for him. What are your guys' thoughts about that? But he's a farmer and he bales hay all the time. You'd think his hands would be tough enough to not even feel that, but apparently he did. Apparently he did. I think honestly, I think the review that I'm going to give on that backpack is going to be pretty good. It felt comfortable. It had nice straps up front. Like I said, there'll be more for that. What kind of pew-pew do I carry? I carry a Smith & Wesson Shield. A Smith & Wesson Shield. It's small. It's compact. I can IBW it. I can carry it in the waistband. I don't really appendix carry too often. Normally it's about 330. I feel more comfortable there. I don't know if it's just you know what I mean. If you know, you know. I don't know. I want to appendix carry more often. Sometimes I'll carry it in the pack. I don't know. I like it just because of the size. If I'm not carrying that one, I do have a 1911 that I used to carry. I think I more just carried that for pride. It just felt like a man. Laugh at me all you want, but I did carry that for some time, and usually that's like my winter carry, or I carry a Glock 45, which I have an Olight and a Holosun red dot on there, or MO, whatever you guys want to call it. I know everybody has their own words for things, but that is my three pew pews of choice for carry. I've got other ones. I wish YouTube was less. Whoa. And then I could show off a ton more things, but I can't show them off. And I'm going to make a video on one and just kind of like tread water, see what happens. Yeah, I'm a fan of it. I do. Good looking bag. We'll be looking for that review. I should have like done the review over the weekend, but I didn't. And I honestly, I spent like I said, I didn't make any content. I didn't hardly take any photos. For EDC stuff, I really kind of spent the week and weekend with the family. I carry mine in my hydration pack. Oh, that's a good idea. Like when you go hiking with your son and husband, there will be no service for both. Oh, that's a good idea. Pack heat. We aren't messing around. I'm with you. When I'm out in the woods, I really was. Well, let me hear them. Let me kind of. I'm probably going to be way behind in chat, but when I'm out in the woods, my dad's got a 10 millimeter Smith & Wesson full size. I feel like if I'm in the woods, that's what I want. I want to pack some heat with many rounds. Otherwise, I'm going to be like a 45 or a 44 Magnum. I got, but I feel like that would be like the perfect one in the woods because you need a bear. You never know. Hey, what's going on, Fish Ranch? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Those Band-Aids are awesome. I'm still kicking myself. I wish I would have given him one of those Band-Aids. It would have been so cool. Hey, that's okay. It's okay to be late. You're here. We also got to rewatch because these will be live now. But if you miss it, you can always watch them later. Speaking of missing out on things, did you guys see what Blade Binge did drop? I know I showed you guys this last week. Super cool. It's the Binge. It is their logo. I'm a fan of this knife. This is one that I'm finally going to be able to carry quite a bit. I haven't been carrying a whole lot because I didn't want to mess it up for the photos. Let me catch up in the chat here. I would have to be an extra grippy. See, you're not okay. So I'm the same way as you. You're not like him where he wanted something like soft and smooth. He said it was too soft for him. I like the grippy myself personally, but I'm going to get him the micarta one. I messed up and I should have brought him this one, the Op Striker. This G10 is a little grippy as well, but this is the one I should have let him use. This one's cool because so he's done a couple tours overseas. He's a military guy, and I know he would love this Op Striker. This thing is sweet. Told this one is the best plate carrier knife ever. So if you carry on your plate carrier, this is supposed to be the perfect one. You can pull it right out really easy. The Op Striker, super long but super cool. Very pokey. But I should have let him carry this thing. I think he would have liked the micarta because the micarta is a little softer. But that was the only reason I think that I didn't like say, hey, it bit you, it's your knife. And I should have given it to him, but he said that it was too grippy. And I'm gonna call it as I see it. He was being a wimp. And if he would have said it was perfect and he didn't complain about the grippiness, I think I should have just gifted him right there and be like, it bit you, it's your knife. And I think I'll probably get some more scales to put on there, and I will have to gift him the knife. Don't you guys think that's fair? I mean, it bit him and it never bit me. Is that a rule? You guys let me know in the chat. Is that a rule for you guys? Yeah, I want grippy when it's like hot and sweaty. That's how I am. Hans, I think once that farmer realized that extra grip is for when it's for bloody, his tune will change. Sweaty, I feel like I want something grippy. I don't want it flinging out of my hand. I don't know. Sweaty, exactly. Hey, Fukdusa, what's going on? Good morning. Just went over my my camping extravaganza loadout and my loadout for the zoo with the kids. We're also talking about knives, and I want to know if you let your buddy check out your knife and he cuts himself with it. It bit him, and it has not ever bit me. Does that make it his knife? I want to know, because do I need to gift him this knife if I get some new scales for him? He cut himself, so you would think he would want to grip it. Well, I'll be honest with you, he was like flipping around and stuff. He was being funny. I think he was really loving the balance of it, honestly. And I don't even know. It just all of a sudden it happened. I was like, I think he was actually still holding it. He might have even, I don't know. I wasn't paying attention that close. I think he was just checking out the balance and flinging it around. I don't know what happened, but yeah, it cut him. So I don't know. There you go. There are some of these still left. Yes. The Blade Bench Devo Knives collaboration. A few are left. Definitely check those out. I don't know, but my code could work. Code Barbarian could work on these. I'm not sure if these technically will or not. I know that in their other shop with the other knives that they have, they sell. They work. That works, of course. Hey, what's going on? Let's see here. Smash that like button, you lurkers. Yes, please do. I will be getting that Blade Bench knife. Let's go ahead and check it out together. And just check it out together. It is very cool. Like I said, this one's mine. Oh, I love that. I just love that, how grippy that is. But anyways, this is an over-the-top flipper, so I can do that, and I'm not good at doing that. And that is honestly the butter. I believe these are made by Kubi, and just to make sure I don't mess up here, maybe mine's a proto, but it doesn't say. I believe they're S90V. I'm gonna have to check it out here. We'll check it out, learn together. I can't remember, but it is so cool to see their logo come to life. Oh, the purple. I see. I asked them. I said, "Can I get one that isn't this one that everybody else is getting?" Obviously all the other people who work with Blade Bench. I wanted to get one that was different than everybody else. I wanted to get one. I thought this one kind of appealed to me. Titanium. Yes, S90V. Thank you. I wasn't 100% sure because I've been looking at a couple different knives, but I love the jimping all over. Let me pull this up here. Let me swap around a couple of pages here. Share this one instead. So here is the Blade Bench shop that we will be looking at here. And I thought about getting the dark mode, and I wish I kind of would have, looking back at it, only because the dark mode looks a lot like the other knives that he's got, that I've gotten. But like I said, the reverse tux would have been cool, but I wanted to have a little bit of hints of lime, which is the one I got here. The purple and purple is cool. The reverse tux, they're all cool. Which one would you guys like? Drop on the chat. Which one would you guys like? If you had to choose, or you're gonna buy one, which one are you gonna get? Let's look at the purple nurple, because that's one you said you were looking at here. Very nice looking knife. So I don't know if there's any of these available, but yes, the overall length is 6.75 inches. The blade length is a 3-inch blade, but the cutting edge is 2.75 inches. The hollow grind S90V. Yes, it's a hollow ground. And it's an exposed liner lock. I don't even know. That's a tough one. It is technically a liner lock because it is not part of the frame, I guess. Okay. I don't know. I'm a fan of it. You guys definitely check these out here. They are going for $219. They are, I don't know. They're like, if you got larger hands, maybe not your knife, but I like the size of it. It's perfect for just everyday tasks. You carry a fixed blade, carry this one as your secondary backup. They've got a milled pocket clip. Just all around, I think it's a great design. Let me just take a look here. The purple nurple, I almost called it the nurple purple. You lose the info when you look at it. Different knife. Yeah, that's why I was like, I don't want to say it out loud because I may mess it up, because I was looking at this one. I spent a lot of time this one this week. I was looking at the AR RPM 9. I got so used to messing around with that one here. The dark mode, it's just classic, because that's classic Blade Bench, in my opinion. When I think of Blade Bench, I think of the dark mode, personally. Let's just take a look here. I thought about getting the purple bench, but I'm changing. Okay, you're chasing the Sonoa this weekend. Oh, okay. So you're not going to get this one. You're going to get something else completely. Okay. The Sonoa. I got to check that one. I got to check that one out. The price is great. Just can't get anything right now, just because of the end of the month. I get it. Bills do suck. I'm with you there. There's so many options. The blue one, this one, you like this one? That would be the way better than the binge. Tough one. I'm not into the blade shape. It's I'm curious, obviously, as far as when it comes to his design. We see the logo. Let's see if I can get a bigger picture of the logo. Sorry, I'm not gonna be able to. But it's legitimately the logo, which is super cool. I don't know if the logo came first or the design of the knife came first. And I always wanted to ask Eric that. And I should text him right now and be like, hey, what came first? Really? I'm surprised. I really thought people would like that more. Let's just see here. The blade shape isn't great looking, but once you got, oh yeah. So see, I'm so over the board when it comes to like blade shapes. Like I personally am a drop point fan. Here's a reverse Tonto. I personally like drop points for everyday carry. The drop point just makes sense, but I'm kind of digging this. Very easy to open up boxes, I guess you could say, because a lot of us, that's really what we use our knives for. Let's just be honest with us. Let me refresh this. How do we see your? I got to check that out here. Let's see here. Stylistically, it's just okay with me. I'm too broke to buy anything, so I can only look forward to the wins. I get it. I get you there. Great looking in person. I'm a Tonto girl and Bowie types. Okay. I like I said, I think I'm a drop point guy. Let me see here. How do I get to your link? Let me do this here. Oh, there we go. Your first one didn't work, but the second one might work. Let's go here. Is that the one you're? Oh, no, that's not the one you're getting here. So I'm looking at the second link you sent me. This is not the one you're getting though, is it? That's pretty cool though. That is really neat. I love how the pocket clip just flows with everything. I'm a super aesthetic kind of person, so if it flows like that, I'm digging that. Okay. What is this here? Put the link back in there. Oh, okay. We'll put the other link didn't work. I love a drop point. See, I'm a fan of the drop point. Brady's with me here. But I do too. I'm so in between. Like, if I had to choose, drop point is like my go-to. Like, the truth of the matter is, drop point is my go-to. My Zahn, where the heck did I do with that? I put a pouch over it. My Zahn, I really wanted a Tonto Zahn. I really wanted my Zahn to be a Tonto, but I'm super glad it's the drop point because I just use the drop point blades way more often. But I think the only reason I wanted a Zahn to be a Tonto is because then you could say Zonto Sunday, Zahn Sunday. I don't know. I know, just one of those things. Man, this thing is dirty. I've been using the heck out of this one lately. It's been my more workhorse knife, but it's dirty. I like what I look at when it's in person. So I'm almost any knife that appeals to me. See, I'm the same way. But Tonto is your favorite. So you're right when it comes to like looking at the knife in person. Like, pictures may not do justice, but when you have this in hand, I will tell you right. In hand, the binge is way better than the pictures. Way better than any specs you see here. In hand, it just I don't know, it's like the perfect shape when it comes to like everyday carry, but I know I'm still going to be appealed to a drop point. That's just my personal opinion, I guess. A knife about 69, that's a beautiful, I'm going to pronounce it wrong, so I was trying to avoid pronouncing it wrong. Is it Mojave or Mojave? Obviously, Mojave. I gotta be. Just kidding. Machine wise, we'll have a special Atlanta scales and stuff. I want see making me sad. I want to be there at darn Blade Show. This is gonna be cool. So you guys know I like camping. Check this out here. Let's see your Sprinter camping van. I've been convincing my wife that I need to get rid of our camper and I need to step it up. And we did find one very close to us. So my plan is to get a camper van or like one of those Mercedes. And I got to tell you guys, this is what's going to be on the horizon here. That it's happening, I think, hopefully soon-ish. But this is the next adventure thing for me, and which also means I'm gonna be going to Blade Show and I'm gonna be driving down there. This is the idea for my my future. I wish I could pull up the pictures, but I don't want to dox the person that's selling it. Also, I don't want you guys to buy it on me. But this is the future for me. I plan on getting one of these type of vans to do a little bit of road tripping with the family. It's got to have the 2 seats like this, and then I can drive down to Blade Atlanta with some friends and family, whoever wants to ride with me. And I have a full-on bathroom, a bed. The one that I'm looking at though in the back here will have 2 bunks. I see this one has just 1 bed, but this is the bed that goes down. The one that I'm looking at has 2 bunks, full size in the back, full bathroom, shower. It's got a total of 6 seats, but I'm going to take out the front seats, so we'll just have these back seats for the kids. And then I'll put the other seats in storage. And then what will happen is I'll put them back in there. But this is the plan for the future, so I can get down to the Blade Show. I'll just drive down there. It'll be a little bit easier. Hopefully I can take more time. Bring some knives with me, but that's the future for me. I'm excited. Hopefully my wife allows it. We'll see. What did I miss here? Let me take a look here. Last Knife says, I've been at 4 Blade shows, haven't bought anything. Yeah, I feel like that'll be me too, because I just want to go hang out and just meet everybody here. I know Maribeth, but it's going to... Wait, what did I miss here? What did I miss here? But not going this year. Oh, dang. See, it seems like... I feel like by the time I get a chance to go to a Blade show, I'm going to miss out on all you guys here. And you're not going to be going when I finally get a chance to go here. Only reason why I know that is because the guy that made the Sanoa and Mojave was in Rob's live and said so. Oh, gosh. See, I got to get more guests. I see how it is. Hey, good morning. Welcoming Blast Knives, saying good morning to Knife Nut 69. Yeah, all the good stuff has been coming out lately too, and I've been so broke myself. Yeah, I'm with you, Blessed Knives. I am all support, and also looking at the prices of these vans. They are not cheap. They are not cheap, and I gotta sell my camper. My wife's like, "Do you want to sell your Raptor too? Then you can buy that and drive that all day long." I was like, "No, I still gotta have the truck to pull trailers anyways." I'm not a collector of anything except Zippos either, so I don't really buy knives anyhow. Yeah, right. Just kidding. I'm a collector and a user when it comes to I'm gonna stand to that. You're not going either. Wow. But don't worry, I've never gone, so likely never will. See, I want to go so bad, and it's, like I said, it's because I want to meet everybody, and I'm a really good window shopper, and I want to buy things, but I'm a really good window shopper. I like to check out things and hold them in hand. Atlanta too far for me to drive. That's a hell nah for me. I live in Utah. Would honestly fly. So for me in Minnesota, everything is all about the same distance, so it doesn't really matter. Blast Knives, why buy when you can just make them? I was gonna say exactly. If I think that's why what Tim Kell said is he wanted to have the perfect knife, and he's like, you know what, I'll just make them. And I think that's how you are, Blast. Windows shopper. Windows are expensive. Fook, do you remember this was it last summer that I had to replace a window. Yeah, it's still being paid off. Like I've got my Raptor paid off. I got my wife's Honda seat. Actually, sorry, my Raptor's not paid off. I got like 3 months left, but so close to being paid off. My wife's CRV paid off already. But this window that we've got in the living room right above me, like I said, the window it's like, I mean, I think I could just reach my arm span. It's a big window. Man, we're still paying that off. So I know. Yeah, hard to pay for Blade Show. I don't have the funds. It sucks, but definitely worth it at least once. See, I'm with you guys there. I don't know what the cost of it, and that's kind of what I thought about getting one of these vans. I could just sleep in there. And what would they do? Could I just like pull up the Blade Show and like sleep in that? Yeah, not if they have a hotel room. They would probably not allow that. I have 20 knives that aren't my own making, and 10 of them were gifts. The rest of them that are all made by you. That's although 20 knives still for a lot of people, maybe not in our community, but if you told somebody that you had 20 knives, just that apart, people would be like, that's a lot of knives. Because 20 is. I mean, I get it. I remember when I was a kid, when I say kid, like right before like actually being able to afford to collect knives. Yeah, it's a lot of knives. I remember wishing I could have just 2 really, really go-to good knives, and as I sit here, it's hard to decide. So you have 20 knives that aren't your own making. 10 of them were gifts. So you only own 10 knives that you paid for. That's pretty good. If I didn't learn fancy knives, I'd still be carrying my Colts. See, that is a rebel. I remember I carried a Smith & Wesson. Smith & Wesson M&P knife, and it was a cool knife. It had a little spring assist, and after that, I never liked spring assist after that knife. But that was like a $45 knife. I was like, this is like my one and done. I carried it for quite a few years. It took a lot of beatings, and it was like, hey, this is fine. I think right after that, I bought a Benchmade, and I was sucked in. I was like, oh god, these are so cool. Oh, I love spending lots of money on knives, and obviously I'm kidding. And then I got into like it was like a really, really like fast rabbit hole. Like I fell off the deep end. Then I bought a Spyderco, and it was just a Tenacious, no big deal. And then I bought a Civivi, and then I bought another Civivi, and I just went down this rabbit hole, just like buying knives. And that Smith & Wesson was just fine. I mean, the steel sucked. I had to sharpen a lot. I no longer tell people how many knives I have, mostly because I don't know anymore. Yeah, I get that because I'm the same way. Like I don't even know how many knives I have anymore. I've got 3 cases that I just got that I have to take photos for the company, and I haven't filled them up, but I know I could fill them up in a heartbeat because just some of these. It's a habit. It's a rabbit hole, guys. It's a rabbit hole. I've had a few Gerbers before I got into EDC. So you were the Gerber guy. Okay. I was only Gerber multi-tools for the longest time. Multi-tools and Gerber was like my go-to. I don't care for their knives. They're like folders and stuff. Although besides that fixed blade, there's one fixed blade I'd get here. I thought Gerbers were okay. I'll be honest with you, I don't think they make good knives anymore. Just saying. Kershaw, Civivi, then Zahn. So you went Gerber, Kershaw, Civivi, and then Zahn. So you climb that ladder. You ever seen those firemen who throw up the ladder and they climb really, really, really fast and jump through the window? That was you. Gerber, Kershaw, Civivi, and then boom, right to a Zahn. No wonder why you never put that Zahn down. You stopped at the stop. You go into the how do you say it? You stopped at the top of that ladder and you're like, I'm done. Yeah, you went real fast. So you're going back down the ladder. Like you probably went up the ladder as fast as you're going back down the ladder. Because I've seen some of the other knives that you love, and I'm the same way. I'm going up and down the ladder all the time. Which reminds me, Vosteeds in my DMs talk about maybe doing a giveaway, guys. So be on the lookout. Not this one. I don't even know what the giveaway is going to be, but man. Okay. So this is a button lock, and this is the top liner lock. I'm going to tell you guys, the porcupine. I really, really like this, guys. I really like this knife. I forgot about it until literally 2 seconds ago. I'm putting this in the pocket. I'm carrying that today. I just like it. The porcupine is from Vosside is a nice knife. Oh man, am I really this far behind here? Let me take a look here. Okay, let me just see here. There may have been some Wii knives in there too. Yeah, I was gonna say the Wii. So, but is that before you got the Zan? Most expensive knife I paid for was a Benchmade 580 Barrage, like 15 years ago. See, that's a good one though. I bet you still have it. You still could use the heck out of it. Before I got into EDC, I used scissors. Did you just swear in my chat? I have some cheap knives that I do love. I'm with you. Like that Vasa, just put in the pocket. Cheap knife that I love. Just a double knife. I don't know if you can see it, but over here, double knife. If you can take it apart, there are some pretty good scissors that people do swear by. My most expensive knife I have is the Excalibur, and fixed is the. I need to get myself an arcane. The Necronaut. That's a pretty sweet knife. My most expensive knife is a custom Gavco. Nice. And it was a gift. So your most expensive knife is a gift. Now that's saying something here. Haven't got my Excalibur yet. Okay. Still haven't got it. How long ago did you order it? Let me see here. You lost it? Dang it. That's the hardest part, especially when you have an expensive knife. That's painful. It would have been less painful just to swear. Yeah, if you could have just swore it, and we could have just been happy if we didn't have to know that. All right. Most I paid for a knife was a Max Ace Babylon 2. It wasn't too. So I'm trying to think. My most expensive knife that I paid for. I have to say it was probably between the Zan and the McNeese that I paid for the most expensive knife. The McNeese Urban EDC collab, I think, is probably my most expensive knife that I've paid for. I'm not sure if the Zan was more expensive or not. Money coming out of pocket, because of course I will admit I did get a discount on the Zan. Trying to think what else would be more expensive that I've got. That might be it. That might be it that I paid for. I ordered when I pre-ordered, said shipping early May. It's June. I'm guessing there's a lot of companies being slow right now here. I'm on it. Oh, so it's still shipping. Oh, that sucks. I want some quality scissors. I highly recommend. Oh, if we want the high. Okay. The Klein Tools 7310, amazingly sharp, and yes, so you're saying it's that sharp? Okay, there are some pretty cool scissors out there, and I'm gonna actually just look those up really quick because I think I know what you're talking about here. This isn't the first time I think I've heard of these scissors that somebody actually brought up here. Are these the ones? Oh, they got serrated ones. Yeah. These are like the old school scissors. Let me put the model in there. Which one was the 7.3? What'd you say? 7.310? I don't know my scissors. These are like the old school, aren't they? Oh, you guys probably are looking why you can't see it. They do have them on here. Let me add the stage. $20 ones. The Klein Tools heavy duty bent trimmer scissors, made in USA. 11 inches long, stainless steel, ambidextrous snips with long blade and bent handles for professional and household use, not to give you stitches. They don't come apart, do they? I like those adjustable tension. Jeepers. Wow. Wow. What part did you have to have stitches on? Where did you cut yourself? They look like normal scissors, but 3 inches longer. Those look like some scary ones. I don't say that about scissors. Just ordered it in April and thought it would be here for mother. Oh, that would have been a great Mother's Day gift. I think I'm getting something. I think we're doing a. What am I doing? Oh, I'm doing something with Olight for Father's Day. I'm going to finally get myself one of those Arcveld Pros. I opted in for the retro with the stripes, the racing stripes. Felt like it'd be cool. So I think there's going to be some Father's Day stuff coming from Olight. They're very sharp, very heavy duty. I caught your index finger. Oh, dang. Yikes. You just got the stitches removed, though. Ah, yikes. Oh, man. Guys, my coffee's getting empty. I'm getting hungry, and work starts in a little bit. I've got to get going. I need to get done these lives earlier. But I'm at a little over an hour, and I promised myself I'm going to make the hour mark, so I have to make sure I get things going. I got to head out. Guys, it's almost the weekend here. Everybody have a wonderful weekend. Hopefully I didn't miss anything I was supposed to. Oh, you know, I totally did miss things here. Pause. Before we leave. I got a package from All American Maker. And this is a collaboration one that I wanted to show here. I actually haven't opened it because I have been gone all week. Before I leave, I'm going to open this up really quick here. This is the All-American Maker and Brady West collaboration. Oh. There was something in there. Oh. All-American Maker on YouTube. Let me grab a pry bar. I gotta smell it here. So this is Brady's Sweet Notes. Okay, so this is Brady and All-American collab. And let's take a look at the smell. Take a look at the smell because you guys don't get to actually smell it, but I get to smell it. A little pry bar from Key Bar, I think it is. Verdict in? Ooh. Oh, dang. Oh, that is good. Okay. This is a brand new scent as well. I don't know what. Brady, I wish you were still here. It's whiskey and absinthe. Oh, that's good. Trying to show you. Oh, here's the skulls. Got other skulls on there. But yeah, that smells really good. Okay. Oh, that is good. Okay. Definitely gonna light that one up. That is, ooh, that smells good. The other things I got here are, I'll save that one for a video. You guys can check that one out later in a video. This one here is from Voyage Blade Works. Maybe I'm not supposed to show this off yet, but I'm going to do it anyways. The new Outland in black from Voyage Blade Works. Really like the black with aluminum handles. I believe these are going to be on Whatnot already. Maybe some people have already got them on Whatnot. But these are cool. From Daily Knife. Check out them. Whatnot. But these are Voyage Blade Works. They are the same people, of course. But I like that one. The black. Black appeals to me a lot more, but you want a good everyday fixed blade, this is a nice one. That was the other thing I'm going to show off. Of course, there will be a video on that as well, but I want to show it off to the guy. I just got in the mail. Been gone all week. I haven't gotten to see my mail. But okay, now I'm out. All right, guys, have a great weekend, and make sure your coffee is stronger than your toddler. Have a great weekend, everybody.